If you come into the country as a refugee last year, you got paid for Christmas. We as farmers produced food last year and we got no money.
The farmers are protesting here because Charlie McConalogue, the Minister for Agriculture, is in the building. He's attending a meeting now. We've no issue with the meeting he's attending, but we need to tell him how he's not representing Irish agriculture either at home or abroad. We're not being properly represented by the major farm organisations. They went out tonight and they had tractor runs all over the country. We're here and we're doorstepping the Minister, and we want to let him know how frustrated we are.
And what are the causes of your concerns?
Number one on my list is carbon tax. Every time an oil lorry comes into my yard, it's cost me €450 in carbon tax. I don't have an alternative to burning diesel. I cannot put a slurry tanker on a bicycle, so I can't. And there's farmers here that have been waiting since last October for payment on the acre scheme. Them farmers can't pay their bills. Them farmers had a poor Christmas, and the department seem to have lost the money.
The main frustration, I suppose you could nearly say, is coming from Europe and European legislation, which is cutting back food production. And our government are rowing in with Europe and enforcing all the new rules and regulations and cutbacks on food production at a time when the world population is rising and with food very unstable production all worldwide with the war in Ukraine. And then our own minister has let us down. We just feel completely abandoned. An awful lot of farmers haven't got paid their subsidies this year. Acres payments all delayed. Farmers signed up contracts last year to spend a lot of money on their farms, and they spent the money. They did the deal with the government with the acre scheme. It's an environmental scheme, aim and Ryan push scheme, and we haven't got paid yet. And I, as a contractor, I'm owed a lot of money by farmers. They can't pay me. So the financial crisis in agriculture is extremely serious, and we have a minister in here who does not understand and doesn't care. It's very clear he doesn't care, because if he cared, why can't, everybody, for example, everybody last December got paid their money for Christmas. If you come into the country as a refugee last year, you got paid for Christmas. We as farmers produced food last year and we got no money. We are absolutely skint broke, and we have a minister who doesn't care, and it's got to the stage now of pure frustration. You see it all over Europe. The European farmers are frustrated. Green policy is cutting food production worldwide. It's an absolute disgrace. We're getting blamed on the carbon issues in Ireland. We're being blamed as the biggest contributor of carbon, 37%. The emission figures for agriculture are only half the carbon cycle. And if you go back to when you went to school, you learned about photosynthesis, you learned about carbon is sequestered on farms. We sequester more than we emit, and we're getting blamed 100%. We're being forced to cut the cow herd. We have a derogation coming in this year to cut nitrogen use. We're being forced to cut dairy production and beef production in Ireland, while Dublin Airport is going to get a new licence for 42 million passengers instead of 32 million passengers a year. So they're allowed to increase their carbon, and no other sector of society has been asked to cut production of product. You go to any pharmaceutical company, Athlone here is full of pharmaceutical companies. None of those companies are being asked to cut product production. Nobody, except farmers. And we're actually the ones that are carbon neutral, and we're the ones, because we're the low-hanging fruit, we're the soft touch. But I tell you, we're not a soft touch anymore. Go across Europe, you see it all. We're all looking at it every day for the last month. Farmers are taking it no more. We're taking the green policy of Europe no more. There's a nature restoration law coming in. The Article 9, which was to make it voluntary, it's been taken out of it again. So it's going to be compulsory to re-wet low-lying land. If that happens in my case, my farm will be devalued by over €1 million, because it'll go underwater. Land underwater is worth nothing. Who is going to compensate us? There is no compensation package for this. It's just crazy what's going on. And I hope tonight this rises up farmers. IFA today are doing a great job as well. They're got out this evening with their tractors in every county in Ireland. And it's great to see Ireland eventually waking up. But we have to stop what's happening. We just have to stop it.
What's it like to be a young farmer in Ireland today?
It was good now, but it's taking a bad old turn now. Farming's thing of the past, the way stuff's going now. Carbon emissions and taxes, sure, you can't even afford to spread fertiliser in your fields anymore. You know, you're not even allowed to spread slurry in most places. So 5 years now, I don't really see farming being the main thing of Ireland. You know, it's known for farming, but don't think now in 5 years it'll be the main part of Ireland.
And you yourself, would you say that you can continue farming long term?
Well, the way it's going in 5 years, probably not. The way in 5 years we'll have to stop farming, and as he said, slurry and fertiliser, the price of it, and going up on diesel as well. Sure, how we go keep tractors on the road, like. It's hard enough already, and they're trying to rise it. So I don't see myself farming in 5 years if this goes continue.
And would it be your wish to stay farming?
It would be, yeah, because generations have been farming. My father to my granddad to his father. I've been farming and I'm going to take it on next, so I hope to be farming in 5 years, but the way it's looking, I won't be, because I won't be able to afford it.
I see loads of young farmers here tonight, and they're telling me about friends that have committed suicide. They're telling me that they're thinking about leaving Ireland and going to Australia or Canada to get work, and that's really sad because they want to stay here. They want to work the land that their grandfathers, fathers and great-grandfathers have worked. They just want to work hard. They work Saturdays, they go to school, they work after school. They have a love for this land. It's bred into them and they are entitled to it. It's theirs and nobody should be trying to take it off them. Nobody should be trying to make it impossible to earn a living from the farming industry.
I understand you've been waiting to speak to Minister Charlie McConalogue for some time now. How long have you been waiting?
We've been here since 7:30 this evening. So we have, but no, we did get to speak to him. No, he didn't want to speak to us. But I suppose it's hard to speak to people when you're sculling pints at the rate he is. He's staying in the hotel tonight. I don't know if that was his plan. But the Minister has not got the respect to speak to the farmers he's supposed to represent and the people in rural Ireland.
It's now 12:30, so I guess people were waiting for around 5 hours. What was the general mood of the crowd assembled here today?
Oh, the crowd were very positive. Glad we came here, and I think we made our point to the Minister that we are for action, and unless we see change and see change very fast and get treated with a bit of respect, we will do what we did in the past. We blocked Dublin before, we'll do it again.